Hey guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. It has been so long since I've sat down and filmed one of these videos. I think the last time that I filmed one was like the summer or the fall. I was filming them every month for a while because I tried so many disappointing products, but I know I say this all the time. I've been trying to be more intentional about my makeup purchases. And I feel like when I take the time to look up reviews and think critically about whether or not a product will actually work for me, I minimize the chance that it's going to be disappointing or I'm going to regret that purchase. Now, inevitably, I will purchase products from time to time that don't work for me, so that is why I'm filming today's video. A couple of these products are kind of like old news though, because I've been saving products for this video since I filmed my last one. So a lot of them are like high-end products, really hyped up, popular products that unfortunately just didn't work out for me. So I was really disappointed. I wanted to love them, but I just didn't. So check the description box below if you guys want some product alternatives, and let me know if there are any products that you recently tried that didn't work out for you. Okay, so this first product is something that I know a lot of people love and they swear by. So I was excited to try it out. I originally featured it in an anti-haul video and said that I was not going to buy it, but I got so many comments telling me to try it that I decided to grab it. I actually got it as part of a duo. So let me share the product. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I got this in a set. It came with this product and then also a full-sized brow wiz. So I don't have a lot of brow hair, and I find that tinted brow gels make it look like I have more brow hair. It makes my brows look a lot thicker, a lot more voluminous and fluffy and textured, and I just really like a brow gel that has a hint of color in it. So right now I'm using the ColourPop Brow Gel, which is great, and I think that's probably the reason why I don't like this one, because it really truly is just a clear brow gel. I find that it makes my brows feel a little bit crunchy and kind of like I hairsprayed them. And that's not typically a feeling that I like. I usually prefer more of a waxy brow gel that just adds a lot of texture. So unfortunately for me, I was just disappointed it didn't work out for me. I wasn't super disappointed because I did get it as part of the set and I love the original Brow Wiz, but if I paid full price for this, I totally would return it. When I filmed that Sephora anti-haul, I also mentioned this product and I got sucked into the hype and I decided to purchase it because I got so many comments saying it was such a good product. And not only that, but everybody uses this in their YouTube videos. And I don't doubt that it works for a lot of people. I don't think that this is a poor quality product. I just don't think it works well for me. It is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. It actually looks really good when I first apply it, but after a few hours, it starts to break down and look a little bit cakey, look a little heavy, and my skin just doesn't look good when I use this product. But this is one of those products that I do wish worked well for me. I mean, it does make your skin look poreless and really smooth and really even. So if I was just putting on makeup to take a picture and then taking it off, this would be a great option, but practically that never happens for me. So it doesn't have a place for me personally. I'd reach for, my Fenty primer or my Smashbox primer over this one, and unfortunately, it disappointed me. Speaking of Fenty, I do have two disappointing Fenty products. I did talk about these, I believe I did, in a haul update video, so if you caught that video, you might already know my opinion on these products, but I do like to do a full roundup video just so I can share all of my disappointing products in one place. So the first one is the Fenty Diamond Bomb All Over Diamond Veil. This is a product that I took a chance on. Like I said, I do try to do research, but at the same time, sometimes you just want to, try a new product, and this is one that I decided to grab kind of on a whim. What's weird is that this looks so pretty on my hand when I swatch it, and I did just swatch it over the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer because I was just talking about that, and it looks so smooth, so seamless, really glittery, but really, really beautiful at the same time. The issue is when I wear it on my face, it looks like a full-on stripe of glitter, and I'm not a big glitter fan. I don't typically wear a lot of glitter anywhere in my makeup except maybe my eyes, but even then I just prefer more of a metallic shadow. And I just don't like glittery highlighters, and I feel like I knew that about myself, but I decided to grab this one anyways because I do have a tendency to fall into the hype surrounding Fenty products. So I will say that this was not a very thought out makeup purchase. It's so beautiful when I swatch it and I want to love it, but when I apply it to my cheek, it just looks like a stripe of glitter. And for me, that's just not something that I typically go for. So I was disappointed, but this one was probably my own fault. It's no fault of the product because it literally looks like a glittery highlighter, and every single swatch, every single video looks the same online too, but I think I just got sucked in because it was so beautiful without thinking through whether or not I would actually get a lot of use out of it. The other Fenty product is the Gloss Bomb in the shade Diamond Milk. I think that I was just so excited that they released another Gloss Bomb that I didn't really stop to consider whether I needed this actual shade. I love the Gloss Bomb formula, and more recently I picked up the shade Fussy, which is a beautiful pink, and I love it. It's perfect. The Gloss Bomb formula is just my favorite lip gloss formula. It is so beautiful, so glossy, comfortable, and gorgeous that, you know, if they were to drop like a green and a blue, I feel like instinctively I'd grab them just because I like the formula so much. But I think for any other future Gloss Bomb releases, I need to take a step back and decide whether or not it is a color that I would practically wear. And I just don't find that I wear this Diamond Milk color. I don't need every single Gloss Bomb that comes out on the market. I just need the shades that I think I'll practically wear. So I guess these kind of initiated my commitment to thinking through my purchases more critically. So I guess I can thank Fenty for that. So I recently did a lip product declutter. I think it's been a while since I've actually gone through and decluttered my makeup collection. I will film my eyeshadow palette declutter soon. It will probably be up over the next few days if it's not already up on my channel. But as I was decluttering, I noticed that my Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks were all dried out for the most part. I think there were maybe like 2 or 3 that weren't. And I haven't had these for a super long time. Now, makeup does expire, don't get me wrong, and I realize that it has an expiration date, but at the same time, I expected my liquid lipsticks to last a little bit longer. These are 2 that I actually just found in like a random drawer in my collection that I hadn't even opened, and these are dried out. The thing about these is once they dry out, like you can still wear them, but at the same time, once they dry out, they're a completely different formula on the lips. They just feel more dry, and a liquid lipstick is already pretty dry. So I just don't need one that's going to be even more uncomfortable on the lips. And also, once a makeup product, like once the formula changes, for me, it's time to toss it. I was just disappointed by the fact that I had to get rid of so many of them because I love the formula, I love the colors, but it's really nearly impossible to justify the price tag if they're not going to stay great in your collection for a reasonable amount of time. And so many of you left comments on that video saying that yours dried out too. So I can't recommend the Smashbox liquid lipsticks anymore. I didn't actually purchase this. I got these sent to me in PR, but they were definitely a little bit disappointing. They are a product that I tried to love, and I've had them for a while. These are the Urban Decay Lo-Fi Lip Mousses, and these are really pretty. I think in theory, they sound like the perfect lip product. They're supposed to be like really lightweight lip products that you can kind of customize. So you can apply them and sheer them out if you want a little bit more of like a lightly stained effect, or you can build them up if you want something a little bit more intense. So here's the shade Fade sheared out, and then like here's the shade Fade applied a little bit heavier. So they are customizable, which is nice, and they're really interesting. Like the texture is nice. They're very comfortable on the lips, but they don't last on the lips. They immediately wear off if you're eating or drinking. And for me, I'm always at least drinking throughout the day, like at least drinking out of my water bottle. So I can't wear a lip product that's going to completely wear off. I mean, I feel like maybe I'm being a little hypocritical because I'll wear a lip gloss and I don't have an issue reapplying that. But I think the difference is that these are a little bit more bold. So I think for me, I wish that they were more of like an actual stain formula because they're really beautiful and they kind of give you like that blotted lip look, but they're very comfortable. So they're not a liquid lipstick formula. They are truly like a lip mousse, but I can't be bothered with like reapplying this over and over, especially because I like to apply them with my finger. They come with like this eyeshadow brush, but honestly, they don't look that great when you use it to apply the lip product. So I just find them to be a little bit high maintenance for something that's supposed to look a little bit more low maintenance. So for me, they're expensive. I'd rather just go with one of like Urban Decay's Vice lipsticks because those are so good, or even their Hi-Fi Shine glosses. They have so many good lip products that I was just disappointed. I would skip over these. Okay, the last product is something that I have talked about on my channel, but apparently I threw it into this bin, so I thought I would just mention it at the end of the video. It is the Natasha Denona Mini Star palette. This is what kind of convinced me that I need to stay away from the mini palettes. I tried the Mini Lila palette and it was just a little bit inconsistent, so I avoided their mini products for a little while, but then they came out with the Mini Star palette, and I just thought this was like the perfect color combination for me. You do get 2 to neutral matte shadows, and then you get some really gorgeous metallics, and they look so pretty in the pan. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And what's weird is when you swatch these, they look really, I was going to say they look really intense on the hand. Like you can layer them up on your hand so they look pretty intense, but I can't seem to do that on my eyes. I just keep like layering them and they just look a little bit lackluster. I don't know what it is about the metallic formula, because when I tried the Mini Lila palette, the metallic shadows in that palette were so intense and vibrant, and it was the matte shadows that gave me issue. These matte shadows blend perfectly well on the eyes, but the metallic shadows are just a little bit underwhelming. So anyways, those are all of the disappointing products that I regret purchasing this time around. I hope this video was helpful. I mean, obviously, I'm not here to make like a million disclaimers, but just because they didn't work for me doesn't mean they won't work for you. I think it's just important to really think about your makeup preferences, your purchasing habits, and the actual product. And then once you take all of that into account, you'll have a better idea as to whether or not the product will work for you. But inevitably, most of us will buy products that won't work for us from time to time, and I just like to be able to share those with you guys in videos as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye.